audio. Can you hear us?
Noise. Oh my God, James White, it's all up to you to tell us.
James, it's all up to you, man. We're right now. It's just you.
It's just
We're
you.
trying to figure out if our audio is working.
I bet it is. I feel good about it. I got a good feeling.
I have no feeling about this. I have no.
That you're going to say you had no feeling in your legs.
I had that earlier when I sit in low chairs.
Oh, look, fill button.
Yes, they can hear us.
Thank God.
It's working. Sorry, we had some
Yay.
audio technical snafus there. Our apologies. Oh, that's awesome.
I make no apologies.
You don't make apologies.
Darn the software.
I just saw a great movie trailer as well. I don't know where my image just went.
What? Uh-oh.
What'd you do, J-Rob?
I did nothing.
We still
I
there?
should have apologized.
Okay, it's working. Good. That's all.
Someone says it's working. It isn't, Meyer.
As long as
All right, as long as they can hear us.
I just saw we're getting warmed up while we get all the technical stuff sorted out. We just saw a great movie trailer for Civil War. Not like Captain America's Civil War, but like, oh no, it went away again. Sorry. You can still hear us, right?
They said, and we were gone. Audio, no video.
Okay.
That's a new problem.
We're gonna keep talking for a minute. If we have to go away, we're having some serious technical issues right now. But we probably won't be back this morning if it goes away. But we're trying to figure out what's happening.
Nope.
There's some software shenanigans. We're working on it.
It's like you're listening on the radio. We're like those old talk radio things.
So the UFO came
You're
down.
Rush Limbaugh, Baxter. It's great.
Oh God, back in the glory days of
Back,
Rush.
back in the.
What was that steak he used to sell?
He sold a steak. I don't
It was
know.
a
I never
great-
actually
it was a
listened to
great
Rush
steak
Limbaugh.
that they had.
I don't know.
And I was amazed by how he did it, because he would just start talking about it, and then I didn't realize that was an advertisement. I was like,
Wow,
oh,
he really loves this steak.
Omaha Steaks or something, I think it was.
Okay, I've heard of that.
He would just talk about Omaha Steaks.
People always said we had a face for radio, so here we are. Here we are.
I mean, this could be a new YouTube
It should
trend.
be a new thing. Just block it out.
I mean, if you don't get to see us live, we got lots of videos we're going to be shooting later this morning and tomorrow.
That's true.
That are going to be coming out throughout the next few days.
They're going to be amazing.
And so-
Ish. Amazing-ish. Don't worry.
If Derek doesn't destroy the computer systems behind the thing.
I would if I was him.
'Cause I think
I
we
would
were-
have been throwing things away
We were hacked, is what happened.
already.
There
It
a
was
cyber
North
hack.
Korea. Oh, God.
I mean, the sad part of it, everything was working so well. Then I just saw us disappear. Oh,
Yep.
man, it makes me sad.
We did have a podcast for a minute. There's episodes out there.
There's an idea that's going to come back,
I
too.
think it's coming back.
Maybe in
But
2024.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to go find old episodes,
You can find that. You can put us on.
with
We're
our
back,
pal
we're back.
Brian Bonds,
Dude, Derek, how'd that happen?
magic.
I need to know what happened.
I just need to know it's magic. You don't need to know.
Derek figured out something. He
Gotta
did
have
something
faith.
magical.
Yay!
It's like maybe one of our cables got. Maybe let's blame it on the dog.
He's probably his dog.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. We're back for a bit. Ooh, I got a woohoo. The mighty Woodrow. James Whitey's big guns.
Whoa.
James White was what was that? Was the Whitey Bulger? Was that the mob guy in Boston that Johnny Depp played?
Sure it was.
Whitey Bulger, I think that was his name.
That seems right.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so how's everybody doing? You can see us now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're live. We're well. We're happy. Okay, so here we go. So the holidays are around the corner.
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm here. Sorry, Sean. We've locked him into a room somewhere around the corner.
He could be dead.
He's dying. But the holidays are around the corner. You got last minute gift buying ideas. Share them on the comments as well. We'll start sort of spitting off some ideas. Number one, get them a guitar. But number two, don't just get them any guitar. Get them the guitar they want to get.
No. That's not fun.
No, I've talked to
That's
probably,
not fun for anyone.
No, it's been like 15 customers and like friends that I've talked to over the past, like week and a half, 2 weeks, that their significant others have gotten them guitars. And it's not
Wrong
the
guitars?
Wrong guitars.
Bad guitars.
And so-
Well, here's the question, right? Are you ungrateful if you get a guitar and it's not exactly the one you wanted? Like, should you just smile and suck it up and be like, great? Or should you be like, nah, I'm going to take this back and get the one that I
I'm at
want?
this weird point in my life where I just like any guitar.
That's right.
Yeah.
But let's say you're not us, because that's it's different. Let's say you're average person, you don't get guitars all the time. You've been waiting on this guitar, you get the wrong guitar. What do you do? What's the right thing?
I mean, maybe you do return it. Can you give me your honest opinion on the highway? Oof. Oh boy.
Ah, I'm glad Keith Haas. That makes me very happy. Let's talk about for a second. Let's take an aside. Talk about Keith's Telly. That's one of the best custom shop tellies.
Oh, is Keith? I talked to him on the phone.
Yeah.
Did he get it yet?
Yes, he did.
Okay, let me see what he said.
I mean,
Dude, that guitar was absurd.
Absurd. It's not like we get bad custom shops, right? But usually it's just what you expect. But occasionally you get one that is, here was your expectation, and then the guitar is like up here. That guitar was friggin' gorgeous.
No, because it wasn't.
Sounded great.
Because when
played
you go
great.
for a top tier Tonewood type of visual beauty one,
Yeah.
like I can often be underwhelmed.
Yes.
And this sort of married that with the relic that I love.
It was an amazing relic. The top was like I don't remember if it was a 2A or 3A maple, but
It had to be 3A.
God, it looked
quilted.
good. Wish they won't do that now.
It was
I don't
gorgeous.
think. They only do
Good
2A.
job, Keith. You win.
yeah.
I saw somebody said she had a Floby Towmaster Pro somebody wants for Christmas. That Towmaster Pro is a great Christmas present. That's something even for like guys that are tube amp junkies. We've got a couple left, I think, from the original thing. If you want one, just reach out, let us know. But those are awesome. Like you even want one, sort of.
Yeah.
Or have you been sold now to the boss?
The boss. We got a video coming out. I don't want to spoil it, but since you're on the live stream, we got a video coming out with that new little IR2 pedal.
Stay tuned.
It's a little disappointing. It's upsetting how good it sounded. I mean, you see the video, you might be like, no, it sounded like trash. But that's probably just me playing it. Man, I mean, the Tallmaster does way more things, right?
I mean, I'd say, but those two alone, like that is a great holiday gift guide. Even for someone, I'm a tube amp dude.
Yep.
But if
Yep.
someone's like,
Yep.
hey, my wife's like, here, I bought you a Towmaster Pro, I'd be like, cool, that's gonna be my fun toy.
You would enjoy that.
I would
Well,
play with
the
it.
Boss one, the thing about the Boss one is only $200. You know what I mean?
I want the $2,000 thing.
Well, I mean, the thing about the $2,000 thing for a gift, obviously it's more money, but I mean, you could get it for less than $2,000 if you don't get the cab. But it's a better like all-in-one. You just sit down with just it and play. The Boss, you kind of need like your pedal board.
Yeah, you need more things. But here's
you know.
proof that we're terrible business people, because we do sell the Fenders, but we do not sell the Bosses. But we're still saying, hey, either one of them are freaking awesome.
For me, the Fender wins in the studio. The Boss might win live. You know what I mean?
I feel like if you
Just
have
ease of
if you
use.
have like a thick, like if you have a thick pedal board,
Thick. That's what two
I would
C's.
say thick.
Like, what do you mean? That's what the kids are saying. I don't even know
Is that
if
what
it's
the
kids.
you
I don't
what
know.
the kids are saying. You like live on a
I'm old. I'm an old man. We got to answer Jack's question too after this one.
Cerner, it's always good seeing you too, man. And Cerner,
Always.
thank you again for our lovely food
Dude,
basket.
those strawberries.
You have no idea the gorging that happened when that arrived. Cerner is one of our dear friends, and it was really special.
I'm going to let you answer this first,
Go.
Baxter. Our delightful friend Jack Stowe says, give me your honest opinion on that Highway Series acoustic.
We have not played one. So that's our honest opinion. We have not gotten any, and so I can't give you an honest opinion. My honest first opinion is honestly skeptical, but that's because, again, I'm an old-fashioned fuddy-duddy. I like acoustic guitars to be acoustic guitars, but I'm fascinated by them.
I wouldn't mind playing one. My first thought is to stay away. But you and I can chat about that later if you like.
We need to actually get a few.
We
just to try
should
it out.
probably.
Obviously we can sell them. We could sell magic hats that don't even have the Dead Bunny already
That's true.
installed.
Already there. Well, I mean, and wouldn't it be funny if we got them and we were like, oh my God, these are amazing. I mean, I don't really think that's going to happen, but
I mean, that's part of what I wish, as a major seller for some of these manufacturers,
Yeah.
that they would hey, we're going to give you these, some of the manufacturers do that. We get some of our great ones, like Taylor Guitars, they send us things for us just to try out, or to put on our YouTube channel. I feel like other manufacturers should probably do that too. It's just a thought. If you're a manufacturer listening to this. Oh, side note, can I jump before we get into comments?
You can.
Too?
You can.
So side note, our bank that we all work at, that we work with, a block away from the guitar shop, got robbed yesterday. So, and this is, I'm just
they'll
saying this-
never catch me.
No, they already caught the guy. The guy, they say he looks like George Carlin.
That's
was robbed.
amazing.
They don't know if he had a weapon. He came up there, sort of did the whole fake thing, I think.
Okay, so he didn't like.
He had
he
the
didn't
gun,
have
he had the
a-
gun
a
like in his,
gun.
sort of like Tom Hardy in Legend.
Okay, all right.
Throw British movie there. But no, but just a thought, if any of you guys go to your bank still and you have your tellers and stuff, what I was thinking is just give them a thank you for doing that, because they could automate this whole thing now and make this just a big computer thing. You don't have to have banks where people are in there anymore in some ways. But I
Sad.
still love going to see my people, and it's still people rob banks still. How dumb is that? So just give those guys like if you got some extra candy bars or like a flower, drop off to your favorite teller, just do it. That's just the thought. Sorry, side note.
Jameson TB says the Walrus ACS one is decent, but it's $400, and I'd say the Boss Pedal is probably just as good. I'm gonna go out and say the Boss Pedal is better. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
I've played the Walrus and didn't love it. I mean, it was fine, and but I think after my limited experience with both, I'd take the Boss all day long.
I have watched the video. It's not come out yet. I will say I was thoroughly impressed with that Boss Pedal. Much more than I thought I was. I sat there on our green velvet couch with Derek, with our chocolate-covered strawberries from Surrender, and we nibbled on those and watched this video together. And the sound was impressive. I was like, damn, good.
Chad B, I would absolutely love to play your Mule Resonator the way that it should be played, and I appreciate that you do cuck your guitars. That comment makes me so happy. But I will not be here tomorrow. But Baxter will play tomorrow.
What am I doing?
You're playing Chad B's Mule Resonator guitar.
Heck yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. Sure.
But if you come by next Monday or Wednesday or even Tuesday morning, I'll be here.
Come by next week. Yeah, it's like
and I will.
Yeah.
I would love to play your Mule Resonator because I like those guitars.
Well, Derek's going to be gone for a few days. He's going to Liechtenstein. I think the great country of Liechtenstein. So if any of you are watching from Liechtenstein, just give a strict shout out to there.
Is that country where like Dr. Doom is like the king?
It's a really small country.
Oh.
I've been there once. It was beautiful. People are wonderful. It's
only a few people will get that, but it's okay.
I like Dr. Doom.
I got Doom. He has his own country. What supervillain has his own country? Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom does.
Does he really?
By God. Yes.
That's his thing. Okay.
Yeah. He's the leader of his own country.
So for someone who looks like someone that would have beat me up in high school, you know a lot of nerdy stuff.
I know a lot of nerdy stuff.
And I've seen pictures of
undercover.
you from those days too. You were a nerd.
That's true.
You're big, but you were a nerd.
Nothing's really changed. Nothing's changed, really.
Okay, so we keep commenting. We're gonna get Johnny will get those. I can't read those.
I'll manage them.
But no, so we have a lot
things.
of videos coming out on the world of Paul Reed Smith. So stay tuned for that. There's some cool stuff on CEs and like a proper
the purse guitars.
Purses.
Can we all start calling them purse? That would make me really happy.
What kind of purse you play?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Shane from.
That sure is a pretty. Imagine going to a show, and there's like some hard rock band. You're like, that purse is amazing on you.
And they could start making like their own purse brand too, because they should.
Yeah, they should.
Why not? I think Shane.
It's not a dig.
Shane from The Walking Dead should play a purse.
A purse.
I think that'd be cool because he's like tough and badass, and then he pulled out this beautiful looking guitar. Yeah, I like.
Play slide on my purse.
I like my guitar to be pretty. I only
Be
play
great.
DGT, Triple Flame. That's not a thing, but the DGT part was. Anyway, so stay tuned for that stuff. It's going to be exciting. I mean, because Creed's getting back together. He's not pumped about that.
Can we talk about that for a minute?
Yes.
Can we talk about Creed getting back together? Baxter brought this up to me, and I 1,000,000,000% agree. First off, I do kind of want to go see Creed. Secondly, I feel like there should be some epic PRS launch for what's his name? Mark Tremonti.
I've heard nothing.
But we've
I've
heard
still
nothing.
crossed. I hope they'll watch this video somehow and be like, we should do this.
Because do you think that was probably, I'm trying to think if that was the first PRS I saw, like as a kid, you know what I mean? Like a teenager, when Creed like really.
For someone your age, like 26, that would be done right at the time.
I was 3. No, I mean that was huge. I remember all the guys, and the Mighty Woodrow on here can attest to this because he was in high school with me. We were all like, "Oh my God, we got to learn to play My Own Prison," and everybody's trying to learn to play the Creed songs, because it came out and it was a huge thing.
This is for Surrender, by the way.
There you go.
This was my father's tracksuit. That's the funny part about this. So I like to think that my dad used to make Sweet Love.
In that
no,
tracksuit.
He'd take it. He'd
No.
prep for it, and this would be his post, like Love Making.
No, he's in the tracksuit.
I mean, just the top.
Probably.
Yeah, 'cause it doesn't.
Just chest hair hanging out
I
of
have
there.
the pants still too.
No shirt
and
underneath it.
There's no pockets because the pockets have been like torn through. So I feel like he might have been doing some pocket pool in there.
Weird.
As well. This is my father.
Hand-me-downs. But anyways, I feel like back to Creed. I feel like PRS should have some sort of crazy like thing. Because think about how much Magnetone is pushing like the Slash collaboration or like the Billy Gibbons thing.
They did just have the Mark Tremonti 100-watt amp come out, but I mean, I want to.
Yeah, but that's not as exciting.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know guitar.
I mean, it's cool.
Well, because an amp is like you get one amp usually, unless you're me, but but then you get lots of guitars.
Right.
And who wouldn't add because the John Mayer Dead Spec thing, I wanted one of those. We just couldn't get enough. Like I was like, hey, I was talking to my rep Clay, who's a strange friend of mine. We go skateboarding together sometimes.
They do.
But
Drunk
I was
skateboarding.
Like I was thinking hacky sack skateboarding. It is drunk skateboarding. Another story. But I was like, man, like I wish I could get a Dead Spec guitar because I wouldn't want one of those. Because I like the little boost. I think it's a cool finish, and like that'd be my
Like the
Silver
weird little
Sky.
brass thing.
I might just keep one of the pink ones instead. Put a boost in myself. How's that sound?
We could route it for you and everything.
No, but anyway, so we might just have to do like our own little menorahs out to Mark Tremonti and like light a candle for him every day, and wish that there's going to be a Mark Tremonti special edition.
I'm just saying.
Like Fred Durst wearing his new cowboy outfit out on tour, which I adore. By the way,
Jameson TB says people don't remember the Creed was the biggest music group on the planet for a few. I mean, they really were. I remember they were the first ones I heard. I remember hearing about their record going diamond, or you know what I mean, like not platinum, like diamond. But it says everybody was rocking higher. They were.
I mean, when Higher comes on, like the radio to this day,
It's
like, I'm
amazing.
in the car with my kids, I'm like, kids, quiet down, and we all, can you take? The kids all sing it with me.
And then you do the pose where he's like in the air in the football stadium in the video. Do you remember that?
Yes, so Todd Ray, you are correct. Tim Burton did own this jacket at one point. Tim Burton was not my father. I wish he was my father in some ways, but I love my father.
What if he was though?
God, yeah.
What if we found out? That'd be okay. It'd be okay to find out your dad, who you always thought was your dad,
So this
wasn't
is
your dad.
what I was
if it
watching
Tim
some
Burton.
videos of Simon and Garfunkel last night on YouTube with my children before they went to bed, because that's what dads do. And I was like, son, my middle one, Gus was like, Art Garfunkel, that is your spirit animal right there. They got the same haircut.
They do have the same hair.
It's like just this curly afro joy of like
True.
light blonde, brownish joy. Loved it. Loved it. Yeah, I'm excited about Creed reunioning. I think their opening acts are fun. It's like late 90s, early 2000. Limp Bizkit is out there on tour right now. They're killing it.
What if you got to pick which one to go to, Limp Bizkit or Creed?
I'm going to wait till they do a show together.
I was going to say, that's the dream. The dream is...
Because I don't want to see the other acts around it necessarily.
Maybe they form a super group. Limp Creed.
No, I want like Metallica, Guns N' Roses co-headlining tour.
Eh.
And that it's like it's pretty, then you put Nickelback in there and it's game over. It is like that's the three horsemen of the apocalypse.
They just trash them all.
It'd be amazing.
They destroy them.
That show would be like the greatest show. That's like better than the Beatles coming back to life and getting.
But they're all playing strats. They're all stratting it up.
I mean, we're gonna be talking about that later.
We're about to talk about
it. So stay tuned with that. There's like they're all over the place. Everyone thinks it's other guitars. You think it's a Les Paul. Ha ha. No, it's not. God, what else is there? I mean, there's Digital Kisses around the corner.
Yes.
You know, they're getting ready to stay tuned for a possible video on that, but maybe not. We don't know if it has.
We talked a little bit about the Digital Kiss. I think that was a live stream too that we talked about.
I mean, I'm excited about it.
Robert Reed sending in some beer money.
Oh, geez, what?
God bless you, Robert Reed.
Dude, that's huge. Robert, how's he watching right now? What time is it in California?
It doesn't matter. He's probably got an alarm set.
So,
Bam, middle of the night, doesn't matter.
Robert, thank
Early
you.
morning.
If that's really nice of him.
And we have to go buy beer too.
Yeah, we do have to go buy beer now for that. And if someone just gave us a box of beer,
I was gonna say we have a lot of beer in our fridge right now.
but it's all random beers that was in someone's like sort of pantry.
But some of them are good.
No, they're good beers.
good beers.
There's just random
I
beers.
like trash beers.
And thank you again, Robert. That's really kind of you. I've
It
talked
is.
a lot about Robert lately. You gotta check out his stream too on Twitch.
That's it. We're closing the shop. I'm going to have beer right after this.
No, that's what
I
we
made
do.
a decision.
I don't want to do that right now. It just I'll have to pay for that later.
Nah,
Man,
it's fine.
we were also talking about just as a funny thing. Side note, what's your favorite local brewer? Southern Pines Brewery, hands down.
That's easy.
We have a local brewery that's Micah's the owner. He's one of my favorite people, but his beer is really, really good. We have a lot of breweries. They're all great, but that's the one that wins hand downs for us. I'm friends. I like his beer the best. He has a great Kolsch.
Some duck hook.
The,
some Malol.
it used to be called the Nav. Now what's it called, Derek? The Nav?
What?
Did they change the name of it?
The Nav is not
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara.
Oh,
Yeah, I like that, and then Santa Clara and the Kolsch I drink now.
Yeah.
And then they have beer margaritas, which is or what do you call it?
Yeah, like slushy things.
Yeah, it's beer slushies. That's what it's called. There's gonna be some new stuff. There's been hints of it. We have a prototype sitting right off camera. I can't talk about it right now, but something new
I can see it.
from Taylor
Right now.
Guitars coming out in January.
You can't see it.
There's been leaks and everything, so it's out there. We're not going to talk
can
about it. I'm not
find
going
it.
to blow the whistle entirely. I meant to put it on the live stream and let it sort of sneak in there, and I just forgot to do that because we were having our issues earlier. It's like our fight. That's going to be exciting, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be shooting videos
Better
on that
not
soon.
talk about it.
Coming out in January, though. Ugh, I hate front loading that far ahead. Kills me. Also, I was laughing about how many. I was listening to that one guy was telling me it takes about 2,500 streams to equal the sale of one CD.
This is on like any of the streaming platforms, right? Spotify. I saw a meme this morning. It said, I thought it was a real news thing. It said CFO of Spotify is fired after seeing giving a busker $1. Because some of you will get that. Yeah, I thought.
So I mean, as a touring artist too, you sell your own merch and whatnot.
Sometimes.
But no, but what you should. So if you do want to support any of your artists, big to little, buy their records, buy their vinyls, buy their CDs, even if you don't have a CD player or a vinyl player, and buy the T-shirts, even if you don't wear the T-shirts that much. I tend to always, if I see a local band or a touring band that I think is really good, I will buy all the merch I can get from them just to support them. Because I'm at an older point in my life. That's my charity moment. But what do you got?
Robert Reed wants you to sing a Counting Crow song, which I think is very fitting.
So I used to like Robert Reed. He was a friend of mine.
Someone in the comment asked if we ever argue with each other. One of the things we argue about is the majestic greatness of the Counting Crows.
I know. I just.
Because I love the Counting Crows,
Yeah. I don't.
unapologetically.
There's a few bands that, and it's not that I don't love them. It's like
He doesn't love them.
another
He
one of
hates
my another one of my kryptonite bands is sort of
Steely Dan. And I'm with you on that for the most part.
But I try. I honestly try with Steely Dan a lot. Like it'll come on like the Sirius XM like. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, ugh. Once those like.
I mean,
six
there are no
chords.
fish, by God.
I can listen to Fish all day, man. It's like it's.
It's just funny to me how much you hate Steely Dan
I just-
and how
it's-
much you love Fish.
what's the
I
chord
guess they're not the
structure?
same. I know.
Well, no, I analyzed why do I like. I was trying to figure out why I like Fish because then Dylan, our other guy, he's a big jam band guy, but he
Right.
listens to like jam bands I don't really like that much. They're all sort of like white boy funk based.
Yeah.
And Fish does some funk stuff, but they really do it poorly, and then do sort of like the bluegrass stuff, sort of funny. But what I like about Fish is it's the melodic solos that he composes.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. Like they have these builds, and it always goes to like a melodic solo build where the solo is the same solo, then he improvises a little bit.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of that and the fact that it's an interplay with piano.
I get
like,
that.
like vocally, like
I get that.
they're okay at best.
Right.
But they, I think that's got to be what it was. So I was trying to figure out why do I like them.
How do you feel about Goose?
They're good. I feel like they're too slick for me almost.
Okay.
They're almost too smooth. They're almost too pretty. And
Because we had our Eddie 9 Volt. We talked about this.
they're really good.
He thought they were sort of going to be the torchbearers, but he had it was a mixed review.
Well, because
But-
Goose is really amazing, but they're almost like they're young and they're modern and it's great and they're of this time. Like I thought, what was so neat about Fish too is like you have to remember Fish is exploding at their most popular time, while Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Soundgarden are coming out.
Pretty weird.
So it's a whole different. Like they're almost completely counterculture to what is relevant, and I like Goose a lot, but I feel like they sort of fit more within like what's happening in the sort of.
It's
slickness.
almost sort of cool right now, right? In a weird way, because for a long time, being a jam band was not cool.
No, it wasn't. It was like
but
bunch of
now
hippies.
it's kind of the internet has made this weird place for everything where everything's sort of cool. Like you can be a nerd, it's cool, whatever.
Fourth row Fish, and they played.
But I don't know. I think overall, I think Goose is pretty cool. That guy's a killer player.
And Fish will be playing the Sphere. They're the next act to play there, and apparently that's like impossible to get tickets. It's not even starting the ticket sales, but I think it's already going to be pre-sold before it's.
Are the Fish people going to trash the Sphere?
No, because I think all the people that can afford to go see the Sphere are the rich
right.
Fish people. It's like the rich hippies.
All right, that's fair.
So I talked
That's
to
fair.
Scott Thomas about that just yesterday. He was trying to get tickets. But I think you got to be in the Fish inner circle. I don't know. I didn't even know that's a thing.
How does you like be in the fan club?
I don't know.
Is that the thing? I don't know.
Dinosaur Jr. residency in Brooklyn. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And if you don't know who Dinosaur Jr. is, you probably played one of the Squires, the J Mascis guitars. Great guitars, some of the best. Since it is Christmas season right now, people are asking like, what do I get? Like, get a Squire Classic Vibe for your little sweethearts, or get a Pure S SE. Those are phenomenal deals. Like we think they're great guitars. The SE Silver Skies are wonderful. The SE McCarty.
Those are great guitars.
The DGTs are amazing. The custom 24s, like the 2408 is awesome too.
I constantly toy because, this is going to sound horrible, but I'm going to say it anyways. I often think to myself when I'm going to play like dive bars, like all my guitars are too nice. Do you know what I mean? And I drag my guitars everywhere, like my custom shops, especially like, because they're already, they look old and
That
beat
won't
to hell.
stop our friend Robert.
It won't stop. So, but I always, sometimes I think, man, like an SC 594 would be the thing, or like an SC DGT. I don't know. But then I never do
this
it.
might go against the grain. I like the 594 SC better than the DGT in some
you?
ways, but the DGT core is one of my favorite guitars that Purist makes.
I would probably, if I was buying the SC, oddly enough, I would probably buy either the 594 or the Silver Sky. I think those are the two
Or the
best.
hollow body SC.
I like
seen
the
you
hollow
toying
body
with
SC.
that.
I've toyed with that as well. I just don't
So-
need another hollow body.
No,
It's
you've
it's
got
the truth.
two of those
I'm
covered
pretty,
right now.
Pretty covered on the hollow and
with
semi-hollow.
a 335 and a Black Falcon.
The Falcon of Death.
Dirk.
It's a good guitar.
Ooh, somebody said they'd get a Ventera before an SC. That's a good option as well, honestly. And that's
The Venteras are cool.
you're jumping up in price a little bit.
That's yeah, exactly. You could probably. I do like the Venteras. Todd, is your Ventera? Is it road worn or is it not? I can't remember if yours is road worn or not. But they are very cool guitars, and probably yeah. If I was picking between a Ventera and an SC Silver Sky, what are you gonna pick in that scenario?
I'm sorry, I was reading that other comment there about the S2. Say that one more time.
If you got to pick SC Silver Sky or Ventera, that's a hard choice. Those are both really good.
Yeah, I don't know. That's it'd have to be like I'd try to get my hands on each of the guitars if I could. There.
I mean, if I want more like, okay, this is a Strat, I'm probably going Ventera. If I want more like kind of do a little bit of everything, because the Silver Sky does do something different than the Strat, I think, especially
Yep.
with overdrive.
Especially with the core too. There's a little different
Yeah.
pickup run as well.
Um,
The S2 somebody mentioned as well. That is a great USA built guitar that has phenomenal bang for its buck. The thin line in particular, it's a little bit less expensive. But and there's those S2 anniversary specials out now that have the USA pickups in it that are even.
True. We got a blue one of those.
We have a couple of those. We have
Pretty
a
killer.
McCarty and a custom 24, I believe.
I played it on some kind of demo.
What's up, Dan?
Dan says hello from Arizona. Happy holidays to you, sir. And he loved the live stream from the Neon Rooster. That was the Blues Jam the other night. We're toying around. We're trying to,
There's something cooking, so just
figure
stay
out some
tuned.
stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. That was a fun little opening set I got to do. And that's how we usually do our Blues Jams. Is I play 3 or so songs while people sign up. And that was a totally thrown together like pickup band for that night as well, which is that's the fun of a Blues Jam.
Yeah, but stay tuned for that. There's some stuff. We got some cookers in the cookers. Now, what's the most in-demand guitar that we see from Metro Steve? Gee, it's weird because we do a lot of Fender custom shop. Obviously, we do.
We're probably not the best metric for that because
No.
we're kind of unique in the way that so much of our business is built around Fender custom shop, kind of higher end stuff, and then so much of it is built around speccing those things with people, which we talk about all the time in the videos. So that
But I mean, honestly, the classic vibes sold out across the board.
Yeah.
Like those things. I feel like PRS is having a bump right now, right before Christmas.
Yeah.
With both core and with their SE models and some of their bolt-ons as well.
well, and it's different. People contact us for different reasons, right? I feel like when they're buying those SEs and classic vibes, they're probably going to Sweetwater or somewhere, just because we don't spend a ton of time on those things online. But when people come in the shop, they probably ask about the DGT SE and classic vibe stuff probably more than anything.
And the thing that sells without fail all the time, I was telling someone we sell like one of these a day it seems, is the Taylor GS Mini.
My God, yeah.
The Taylor GS Mini just keeps moving along. It's been out for years at this point. It has no equal. Other guitar companies try to replicate the magic they built within that guitar.
There is something kind of fantastic about it.
I play one almost every day, especially when I'm working, if I'm teaching with groups at all, like in big groups. It's a GS Mini in my hand.
And is it my dream guitar or the best acoustic I ever played? No, but it's just super utilitarian.
No, I have more expensive guitars myself,
Right.
and I end up picking up the GS Mini because it's easier to play sometimes. I don't have to worry about my kids putting Matchbox cars in it. It's awesome. Yeah, so I like it. Louisville, Kentucky. What's up, Quentin? I saw that pop up. My wife's from Lexington. I spent a lot of time in Louisville. And you have to say Louisville with a speech impediment to say it properly.
Louisville.
Not Louisville.
It's like Lancaster, South Carolina.
Say that again?
Lancaster.
I do make fun of Kentucky
how I
because
say
like
it.
Paris, Kentucky, Versailles, Kentucky. I'm like, I love it when like they take like a real city and they name their own like they can't like London,
It's
Ontario.
Americanized.
Versailles just cracks me up. I love it. It's one of my favorite things though. Love it.
Robert Reed, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
What Robert say again?
Someone asked if you just got back from a rap video. That's amazing.
Wait, a what video? Who me?
A rap video.
Oh.
'Cause you're,
Why? Because I'm dressed awesomely, hit for the young kids out there.
That's right.
Young kids from 1983.
That is right.
I love tracksuits. It's a thing. I don't get it. Like but not the whole thing. I just love the jackets.
This is going to be an interesting answer. Pooh Ninja. I'm partly reading this comment because your name is Pooh Ninja. My son would think that was hilarious. What amp do you sell the most of? Baxter?
Golly, I mean, it's sort of strange. We sell a lot of Two Rocks. I know. It's
The
like,
$6,000 ones, which is so dumb. I would never.
and then you jump down to like the
Right.
realistic ones. We really sell a lot of Fender GTX 50s, a lot of Champ 20s move all the time. They're sold out for the year. GTX 50s, I believe, are sold out for the year. The LT 25s by Fender again sell out a lot. Princeton Reverbs a lot.
We sell of sort of like normal amps. We sell a lot of Princeton. Those are probably the tiers, right? So like just the Champs, we can't even keep those. Like we get them and
Champs are
they're just
gone immediately. Just because it's $130.
Well, people
It's
are
a
always starting
great
out,
amp.
and we do have a teaching studio, so we sell.
That's what we recommend, honestly, too. It's
That's all you need, you know.
No, so those are the
start making
ones.
Noise. But yeah, but we also sell the T-Rocks as soon as we get them.
Liam, I'm glad your wife enjoys that GS Mini. It's awesome. They're great. Oh,
Andrew Knox is from
Lancaster.
Lancaster. I can't do it right. I can't. But my wife's roommate in college was from there, and it was really funny how.
Now, somebody just
I
asked
just
about
said
Sus Lizard Gaming. I don't know if he got, so again, like, we don't know, because I don't know this kid. I just saw him in a parking lot and saw a sign on him. I was like, I'm
and
gonna
Baxter's always interacting with strange children he doesn't know.
in the parking lot.
He is the
Yeah.
stranger danger.
Well, I'll sometimes, I'll ask them, hey, kids, come on, can you give me a hug? I got puppies. I just think test them. Their parents are there.
Guys, there's candy in my pocket.
We'll
of my
drive by.
tracksuit.
My wife, we literally drove by a kid walking down the street. And she's like, hey, I got puppies and kittens in the back seat and candy. You want to get in? He's like, no. I'm like, good answer. We're just checking. We're testing.
That was a test.
Yeah, it was a test.
Nothing weird
My
here.
wife's a little bit strange, so I don't know. I
Strange
do love Run
and the
DMC,
mayor.
so don't even make fun of me. She
But
is
so
the
we
mayor.
don't know if Sus Lizard Gaming got his lizard.
I don't think he understands why he got all those followers either.
But he absolutely has plenty of like he should have like 5 lizards now. He should have a whole
Really?
little lizard terrarium with like, you know.
I love the word terrarium. Quick side jump too. Answer me this: what movie are you guys most excited about this holiday season? So we had like, we don't have to answer yet. We know what we're most excited about. Ridley Scott's Napoleon came out, which I was really excited about, but I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know if I'm going to.
Really?
I might wait till streaming. It's time-wise. The Hunger Games, I'm really excited about seeing, but I haven't had a
Blah.
chance to. I'm a Hunger Games fan.
Blah.
I do think I'm going to go take the kids and some friends' kids to go see Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
It's a musical, which I think is a trick. I think these movies need to make sure people know it's a musical going in, so they don't piss you off when they break into song. I mean, a lot of these movies are tricking that to people now.
Yeah, I'm not in favor of tricking.
No, I
tricking
knew people.
into
Now this is
musicals.
maybe their own fault. I remember when the really weird live action Cats came out. A lot of people didn't understand that was a musical, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Oh,
Lancaster.
man.
Lancaster. But you got to get all the syllables in there. It's just like it's like your tongue has to fold over itself to
Sea
like.
Cliff, New York. That's a good throw. Way to go, man. When is Godzilla? Godzilla's out, and Derek has seen Godzilla, and Derek gave it a strangely positive thumbs up.
Did he?
Not what he was expecting.
I feel like there's all sorts of cool Godzilla stuff going on right now.
No, this looks like a Godzilla movie I would like more than all the rest of them because I haven't seen it. Derek's the one behind the cameras who's seen it.
Yeah.
But it looks more like, it's post World War II, Japan, ideas of redemption and whatnot. I don't want to give anything away, but
Can I just say this is Godzilla based, but the thing I love the most about the dumb internet and YouTube
yes.
is all these things like Godzilla. I just always thought, oh, he's a giant lizard and he kills people and he makes radiation and they fight other monsters. There's all this lore for anything you want. Like you can learn the history of like Godzilla and his biology and why he is this way and the radiation and what caused it and blah blah blah. And it's kind of nerdily amazing. Like I know so much about things I've never actually watched or like read. I don't know.
Well, I like the idea of Godzilla being I don't know about this movie if he's a good guy or a bad guy, but I like him being a bad guy kind of. I think it's sort of silly that he's like a buddy. It should anyway.
Sometimes
So
he's a buddy.
Antique Rocker, thanks for the strange tip there.
Hell yeah.
Have we ever played a Talkbox pedal? Of
Yes.
course. It is absurdly fun, ridiculous. Do you need to buy one? 100%. Is it a good investment? 100% no. But you will have so much fun sort of semi-choking on it, spitting down it.
Spitting down the straw into the little mini amp.
It's like...
That's what people don't realize is that is a little amp, right? And it's got to come up to the little tube for your microphone. You're just making the syllables.
It's a super weird thing, but so much fun.
It is fun. I have a couple of students who have them, who got like the real old
We've
school
got one in the
OSR.
shop. If anybody wants one, just reach out. We'll sell
us
it.
up.
We've got one just for giggles in case anyone ever did say, hey, I want a Talkbox. So we keep one at all times. So if you want one, my friend, let me know. I'll get you hooked up. God, it's funny. Yeah, so I'm excited about this season, though. I think we're going to have a little fun. And then I'm excited for 2024 more than anything.
Homegrown Son says people know more about Godzilla than what is in the Bible. May be true, but you could probably tie them together if you go down the Nephilim rabbit hole.
I mean, if you connect that with Scientology in particular.
You don't even need to do that.
Now, I saw one
Read the
comment
book
pop
of
in there.
Enoch.
Are you guys going to talk about the Gibson record that just came out? The new Gibson Brands record with Cesar's playing on it and stuff. We haven't heard it yet, so we can't really talk about it.
We're going to listen to it today, though. We're going to listen. We got to
I
listen.
mean, it could be really good, but it could
Probably
be. I mean,
Yeah, it probably is cool.
but it could be horrible.
I'm just kidding.
It could be
It's
hor-
not cool. No, I mean, it could be good. I'll reserve judgment until we hear it.
Well, it's-
This is why we're not Gibson dealers, by God.
No, I mean,
no.
who knows? Yeah, who knows? We're gonna
Like, did
find
you
out
hear what they
soon.
said on the live stream?
I mean, it could be amazing. It could be silly. Hey, man, if I was the CEO of a company, I'd want to put out records too, probably. It'd be awesome.
I mean, why not, right?
Why the heck
It's
not?
the ultimate, like,
You to play with your-
vanity record. Like, I'm going to make
Yeah.
a record with Slash or whoever.
Or like the guitar player from like the little known band called, Sabbath.
Who?
Something like that.
What?
I would do it. Hey, Merry Christmas, William Robinson. Thank you. Oh, Jap loves us dudes. Felt weird saying that. Jameson T. Yeah. I mean, that's it. Like, Caesar. Yeah, it's a great lineup. So let's see what it is.
That's right. I still got to get down to Mr. William Robinson's clubs and play some blues music.
Yeah, that triple Les Paul behind. That's one of mine. I think back there somewhere. I don't know what it is.
Is somebody asking about that?
Yeah, it does make you feel funny and special. It's heavy too. It's a '76 custom.
There you go.
guitar. We got a whole new wall of guitars coming soon.
The Chipson album.
Oh God,
That'd be-
that would be amazing.
Okay, here's a fun live stream
Give it to
question.
me. Give it to me.
If you could make just a random album with any living person,
Noel Gallagher.
I should have known that. I didn't know who you were going to say. But
I don't know if
should've
that'd be
known
the best. I think it'd just be fun. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I would love to like.
I mean, it's
tour
really
with
not
them
even
all.
about like we're not making like artistic integrity.
Okay, no,
You know what I
realistically,
mean? Like,
if I want to make a real artistic album, I'd want to make one probably with Bjork, Sigur Rós, and like the guys from Radiohead.
but that's like if you're making a real album. I'm
Yes.
saying just somebody you want to hang out with.
I want to hang out with Noel Gallagher.
You want to hang out with Noel
and
Gallagher.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
I want him on the record too. And then Jared Leto's going to come in and he's going to hang out with us for a little bit too.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be the best. What about you?
God.
You're going to say like real people like Charlie Starr.
I mean, that would be a good choice. I was thinking like Warren Haynes would be really fun.
Yes.
To make a record with. I feel like Derek Trucks would be hard to make a record with because he's so good and I feel like he's a perfectionist.
I feel like it'd be impossible to make a record with him. He's too good.
He'd be like taking all your parts out.
I'll just play over those because you're
That's
out of
fine. That's not the vibe of this.
Robbie Krieger, Star Spangled Banner record.
We just want to catch this live, put it to tape. I don't know who my guy would be. I don't know who I'd want to make a record with. Jason Isbell would probably be fun to make a record with.
It's about 70. Ooh, yeah, 70s, 80s session musicians. Wow, that's the Immediately Family. Okay, I will check that
All
out.
right,
I've not
I
heard
will
about
too.
that. Okay, Kevin Bacon and Johnny Depp. Good throw there. I love that. A Christmas gift idea for your little brother. You just got Squire telling you needs something affordable. He can play through. Get him okay. If you got to get something, a Champ 20 is great, but also the Sparks. A little Spark Mini Go.
That's cool because it's got all the fun things you can, you know what I mean, the little jam tracks, and it teaches you songs. I mean, couldn't go wrong with that, honestly.
Yes.
Also, an item we don't sell.
I mean, again, we're terrible business people,
know.
but like it's just a fun one. I have one that sits next to my bed, but it's also right next to a Car Mercury 5.
Yeah.
So what am I going to play usually? But what was so fun is my kids were building these. They're getting from the Elf on the Shelf drops off these Christmas gifts from them every day leading up to Christmas, and they build it. It's like almost like a nativity thing, like leading in.
Right.
And they build it's a Christmas village at the end from Kiwi something and Co. But I was sitting there playing my Casadosa baritone through the car, like working on some tunes while they're like building their set, and it was really fun. It's like you can have like. It's a fun little family moments, you know. Like it was like nobody's watching like their screens, or they're building little crafts. I'm playing guitar.
That's sort of like if you buy all the little elite wrestling figures, you get a piece of Mean Gene in every one, and at the end of the whole collection, you can build your own Mean Gene.
Are you doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like
I literally did order the Macho Man last night. It's a Christmas gift.
I love stuff like that. Or like the Transformers back in our days, like when you had like the Constructicons, like the green little vehicles that could form into a giant robot at the end, like a sort of poor man's Voltron. Loved it. I'm a big Voltron fan though. Yeah.
Ah, Bonnie Raitt, that'd be a fun one. to
Sean
make,
Stamos trumps Bonnie Raitt every
Yeah,
day
girl.
though. Chevy Chase on
Just 'cause
drums.
he's so pretty.
Stamos. We got two Stamos. Stamos. God bless Stamos.
What was this band on
Full House.
Full House.
It just the band.
Jesse and the Rippers.
God.
That's what it was. It just came to me.
So let's just, this is a little bit off color maybe, but imagine how much of the production team that he slept with during the filming of Full House.
Yeah.
I bet he was all over
Probably a
the
lot.
place. Just
Probably
that
a
dude,
lot.
he was gorgeous then. He's gorgeous now. It's frustrating. You know, I bet being in a room with him would just be incredibly unhappy.
Todd, we'll have to look up Hannah Wickland. I am not familiar, but
I was
will
hoping it was
be after
Hannah
today.
Montana.
That'd be even better.
No,
That'd be
it's
cool.
no. I think there's yeah. So like, what are you guys wishing for your Christmas gifts out there? Anything exciting?
The Gazpatula.
The Gazpatula is not good. No, if somebody gave me another spatula, that was one of our best spatulas we ever had.
But it's wearing out.
I think it got destroyed. It got melted or something because they got
Yeah.
left in the pot. But it was amazing. We loved it.
You got to replace your spatulas every now and again, especially if they're that weird silicone stuff.
It is silicone that or is made of asbestos.
Nothing like a little poison in your food
I don't know.
when you're cooking.
Oh, man. I love that man. Gibson.
There you
dude.
go.
Gosh. Okay, Hannah Wickland. We got to check this out.
We're gonna check her out. We're gonna check out the Gibson record today.
And
feel
what,
like we got all
what
sorts
was
of
what was the
things to
girl
listen
that her Nikki Hale? I think her guitar just came out yesterday from Gibson. She has a
Oh,
sort
the
of-
Hellstrom thing.
Yeah, I think she had the Hellstrom that's like a glitter sort of like pointy triangular thing.
Okay.
But that's cool though. It's I think she was at the Gibson garage yesterday signing for anybody, and they were making calls, and she actually called out to some of our customers we know to see if they wanted a guitar. So I was pretty impressed with that. That was pretty amazing.
That is pretty amazing.
I'm now comment free from the TV. That's okay. I don't need those things.
It doesn't matter. We're losing our comments, but it's okay. My computer's dying. so
Okay, is that what it is?
My computer's just
Okay.
dying. That's all.
I wasn't sure if we were losing the stream or if the computer's like
After all
shut down.
all our wildness this morning.
We did it. We had so much going on
My
earlier. But
computer-
I think we're about wrapped up anyway, man. It's like
We
I
are.
just want to come and say like an early Merry Christmas. We'll be back, after Christmas with the live streams. We might have a couple little ones we do, but we're going to be taking some live stream off next week on Wednesday when we normally do it, most likely. We might have Derek might
Is
need
that the
bum.
last week before Christmas?
Yeah,
How is this happening?
that happened quick, man. I got to actually do some Christmas shopping.
You probably should.
Yeah,
It's
so,
back.
let us
It's back.
know.
My computer resurrected itself. But anyways, it doesn't matter. That's probably it. We probably had a pretty good live stream there for a rough start there, but we
Wait,
got it.
The bass wipe. Baxter's gonna love those feet. Whose feet am I gonna love?
Apparently the chick plays. I shouldn't. That is very disrespectful. Apparently the lady plays barefoot. Hannah Wickland.
I was like, first, like, how do you know me so well? Because I do appreciate a finely
he
formed
does.
foot.
He
It's a very
does.
important part of the female anatomy.
That's true.
That was really funny. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
I know we love Gibsons; they're pretty amazing behind us. But thank you guys.
We do
Merry
love
Christmas. Be well, everyone. Happy day, and we'll see you guys soon out there in rock and roll land.
Goodbye.